You must have seen a lot of major artists on iTunes and Apple who have those trendy Apple Digital Masters and Dolby Atmos badges. Many artists are asking themselves about what this actually means and whether they should get these badges too. This is what we're going to talk about in this video. Hello, my name is Ivan. I am sound engineer at Major Mixing, a mixing and mastering online service. We create professional sounding mixes for major and independent artists using the latest technologies. If you're looking for a high-quality sound, feel free to visit our website. Now let's talk about what this all means. In this video, I'll give you a short and simple answer that's meant for artists and not sound engineers. First, I want to point out that Apple Digital Masters is an alternative to MP3. We have uncompressed formats like WAV or FLAC, and then we have compressed formats such as MP3 and AAC. So Apple Digital Masters is a type of Apple MP3. This format has certain requirements that the mastering engineer needs to follow. You need to create a separate WAV master so that your track sounds good when converted into this format. In theory, Apple Digital Masters sounds much better than MP3 while having roughly the same file size. Now, Dolby Atmos is a more complex thing. It's an immersive surround mix. You've all been to the movie theater and you've heard the immersive sound that's created by using a lot of speakers placed all around you, on top, at the bottom, on the sides. 5.1, 7.1, 7.1.2, 7.1.4, and so on. Roughly speaking, Dolby Atmos is a mix that uses these different formats all at once. A Dolby Atmos file is an object-based mix featuring a multi-track session with metadata where each sound has its precise location in space. This type of mix can be converted to any existing surround format: 712, 714, 5.1, 4.0, any of them. Apple has implemented a technology that can convert these mixes to binaural audio that you can listen to in your headphones and experience the same immersive effect you'd have inside a cinema. There's an additional feature called Spatial Audio. AirPods Max or the latest AirPods can track the movement of your head and change the sound accordingly, as if you were inside a movie theater. For example, the vocals are in front of you, and as you turn your head to the left, the sound will move to your right ear. That is, all the sounds have their fixed places while you're moving your head. Now, we've got all this covered, but does an artist really need it? The majority of sound engineers I work with, including myself, believe that yes, artists do need this feature and it doesn't cost a lot. You can make a Dolby Atmos mix at Major Mixing for $200 and an Apple Digital Masters mix for around $50. So it's not that expensive at all. But what are the benefits? First of all, you're broadening the experience of your listeners, giving them the ability to listen to your track in a variety of ways. Secondly, your track could be converted to any format whatsoever, anytime, anywhere. Let's say you become a super celebrity and someone will want to use your track in a movie. So you say, great, I have a Dolby Atmos version. And you just give it to the movie theater. As a result, your track will sound superb both inside a cinema and on all kinds of platforms. Another thing you should know is that Apple is promoting Apple Digital Masters and Dolby Atmos tracks better compared to other formats. They're pushing this technology. That's why they're showing tracks with these badges more often. As a result, you may get more streams and more exposure in general. The last point I want to make as to why you need this is that all major artists use these formats. You don't just make a release, you have a full package. That's why all popular artists have a Dolby Atmos and an Apple Digital Masters version of their tracks. And if some new technology emerges, they'll have a version of that too. That's why it's a must-have, a certain standard of quality you need to showcase to prove your status. When you feature Apple Digital Masters and Dolby Atmos, you look more respectable and professional in the eyes of the listener. It's also better for placements, so as you can see, there are plenty of benefits. The only time I wouldn't advise you to do a Dolby Atmos mix is when you have some sound issues. If you didn't do a good mix and the production was so-so, you really don't need to spend money on Dolby Atmos. It's best to focus on making the track better from the start. You can do this at Major Mixing, so don't hesitate to contact us and order our online mixing and mastering services. We'll make your track sound professional according to the highest music industry standards. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to get our latest updates.